blog post here with the confirmation of level 105 and some insights on how challenging that is going to be. We're going to go over some numbers and some spreadsheets. Hercules is also around the corner, which is going to be Tuesday, the 14th. Now, just keep in mind, there's a Phoenix Force Fitness event, which we're going to make reference to, that starts on Monday, and it runs for 8 days. And I'll show you why this is important, because they're basically putting experience, a whole level's worth of experience, into leaderboards. But that'll give you some insight on how challenging it is to go up for each experience level based off of the charts. Level 105, the maximum commander and character level increases soon. Be on the lookout for the next 5 levels to increase the power of your characters. Coming up, you'll find an event that'll include experience in a leaderboard that'll pay out after the level cap increases. So that's what we're looking at right here. We also have a special milestone celebrating the new levels with a very special rewards in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for a blog with more details. And so what that is this Phoenix Force Fitness. It starts on the 13th. And the key part of this is there's going to be leaderboard rewards, 3 diamonds for Jean Grey and experience. The top 10 receiving enough for a full level. Payout will happen after level cap increase. So, 13 plus 8 is what, 21, right? I don't know if it's going to come a day after or the same day or a couple days, but let's just say after the 21st, we'll have a level cap increase and the people that finish in the top 10. So this is leaderboard, straight up auction, right? People are going to be able to get enough experience. Now, something that is in this chart is that they show exactly how much experience is going to happen based on where you pace in the leaderboards, so on and so on. You're going to get a full level is going to be 44,000. Now that is in alignment to what the level caps were before. And I got to give a shout out to Rage Gaming, where this information came from one of his spreadsheets. If we look at gear tier, level 96 rather, through level 100, it was 44,000 for each level. So, I was saying, well, maybe it's going to be more than 44,000. Well, it was 41,000 to go from 96 to 97, 98 to 99, 100. I'm going to, based off of the blog chart on the rewards of the experience, where it said that the top 10 people will get enough to go up 1 level, and the experience that's going to go out, 44,000, looks like it's going to continue on that same path of 44,000. It could go higher to go from 101 to 102. That's fine. Now, how much is 44,000 experience? Well, let's just make generic numbers and say that you get 1,500 experience a day. It's a 1-to-1 conversion for ISO energy and campaign energy to experience. And through normal gameplay, I think it's pretty reasonable between doing your dailies and things like that to get about 1,500 energy. So that means it's about 44,000 divided by 1,500 is 29 days. So that's just generic. It could be lower if you power core. Now, something that spenders will be doing, myself included, is that there was some bonuses for purchasing on the web store, and it was this strike currency. So if you go into the supplies, go into the offers, and then there's a strike store, and then if you cycle over to here where it's energy, then right here, augmented energy, 82 purchases, cost 1,000 currency, and you get 130. So if I bought this another 157 times, 157 times 130 is 20 something thousand. Plus I've already got 2,000. This is going to put me halfway to level 101 because I'll have 20 something thousand currency. And I think a lot, and that's straight up for spenders, right? Straight spenders are going to be able to do this. Now, how much gold is it going to cost per character? Now, this is a number that ramps up. And you can see that going from, and I don't know the exact way, going from 95, 96, about $1 million. But by the time you were going from 99 to 100, it was 1.5 million. And I'm sure this number is going to ramp up and ramp up. Probably going from like 104 to 105, it could be 2 million gold per level. We don't know. We're just speculating, but a lot of gold. Also, in the past, the stats that got the bonuses were different from level to level. It wasn't like All stats went up 5%. I mean, it varied. Some level cap increases were heavily weighted in focus and resistance and so on. We don't have any of that information as well. Now, some people said, oh, no, when is gear tier 20 coming? It's like, well, we don't know, but we do have past data. And I got to give a shout out to Steven who gave me this. In February of 23, we had a level cap increase, and then the new gear came out 3 months later. Then last year, we had one towards the end of January, which this is where it's lining up right here, is that the level cap, the level cap increase. It looks like it's going to be happening almost 1 year on the nose from last year, and then here was the gear tier. And usually gear tier, like gear tier 20, is tied around a dark dimension. And we know what the next dark dimension character is going to be. It's going to be Professor X. And so all of this makes sense. I feel like this is, in a lot of ways, predictable. I don't feel like there's a lot of unknowns here based off of what's happened in the past. I do want to go over the blog. We're just going to go over it quickly. And then we're also going to talk about Howard the Duck, which was hinted already. And we're going to take a look at the case that's being made by Animan on Howard the Duck coming to the game. So Emma Frost, X-Men Battle Pass. I got to tell you, I have ignored the last 2 passes. And I probably went 18 months without, with buying a Battle Pass in a row. And I've skipped the last 2. So they got to put something in there of value. I'm a value spender. Not just going to buy things blindly because I've always been buying them. There has not been value in the last passes. So there you go. Phoenix Force Fitness. So that's going to have the leaderboard with potentially, if you place in the top 10, to get 44,000 experience. Into the Spotlight Survival Training Snow Globe donation ends. So this is for Monday. Hercules coming on Tuesday, and that means offers. January 15th. So this is interesting. Kahori Ms. Marvel Classic Path to Orbs will be moved from war completion rewards. So I kind of like those. I kind of like those orbs a little bit. I kind of like that. Absolute String Quick Rumble, not a big deal. Hercules is going to have a standard release method. Unlock with special deals, red stars, diamonds. We got the level 5 amount. Friday free claim will be dumbbells and lucky coins. Spotlight 1 and 2 and Spotlight Strike. As mentioned in previous Spotlight, Spotlight True Prologue will conclude with the release of Hercules on the 14th. Spotlight 2 and Spotlight 2 Strike will begin. You find the details in that blog here. Fine. Avengers Fitness Challenge event. So Phoenix Force Fitness. So we talked about the experience being tied to this event. Let's just talk about what the event itself is. Earn Phoenix Fitness Orb Fragments from ISO 8 campaign nodes, Battle and War, and Hercules and Absolute 8 Force characters. Now, it would be nice if the level cap increase happened when this event was running, so that way you could spend your ISO 8 and get 1-for-1 energy for experience, right? I mean, it'd be kind of annoying to have this event running and then as soon as the event ends, the level cap goes into place. Maybe we'll get a level cap increase on the 13th with this event, but I'm not holding my breath, right? Big rewards, skill gear and purple ISO 8 resources, leaderboard rewards, 3 diamonds for gene gain experience, with the top 10 receiving enough for a full level. Payout will happen after level cap increases. All right, Avengers Fitness Challenge rewards, the stopwatch and dumbbells. Event start, sweat to the rewards, goodie starting on the 13th. And this is going to be an 8-day event. And we already looked at the charts and the leaderboards for that. Survival training, spend uncanny energy. All right, heat up your progress to the Phoenix Force Fitness. Kickoff, move out on January 13th on there. So that's going to be a web event. In the Spotlight with your Alliance for Dumbbells in the Spotlight Milestones event. Seems pretty straightforward. Earn points by playing in Spotlight Raid 2 using Jean Grey raids, collecting allied supply, 6 orb fragments, collect dumbbells, and path to Jean Grey orbs, and that starts on Monday as well. Absolute Strength Quick Rumble. Quick Rumble is just going to be a blitz event. Is pretty straightforward. Now, I missed this. This was inside of the early 2025 preview on December 20th. So this information's been out there for a while, but at the very, very end, it says something that I completely overlooked. It says that more obvious right here is we suspect there to be some foul, and that is spelled like a bird, not foul, like Foul. That's very intentionally spelled like a bird. And it just happens that this right here is something that Howard the Duck says. Big shout out to Animan for doing this. And there's some, he made these things right here. Wow, foul play. And there he is saying that. Okay. And then there's also some mention of Meet the Marvels, the Offenders. And this is a team made up of MODOK, Howard the Duck, Hitmonkey. And Hitmonkey was one of the things that we voted on. And so we got Tiger, and I believe this is Colleen Wing, although I'm so used to a different version of Colleen Wing. Let me know what you think about that. Howard the Duck, I don't get it. I don't get the Howard the Duck thing. I don't get it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye for now.